All right, welcome to Mellow Up Your Podcast. This is episode 451, the load music videos that we were going to be exploring through I think this is one of the last DVDs we have left to cover in the box set. It's called the On-Air and TV Appearances, which we have done on a previous episode, but this is, we're going to be going through the music videos that they included. The last DVD we have from the box set is The Poor Swedish Me 96, live at Globen, Stockholm, Sweden, November 16th, 1996. I finally got an external DVD player. So I'm putting this full episode on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. And I recommend watching this episode on YouTube so that you can see the videos with me. It's basically going to be like a reaction style. The audio will be clean and clear like it always is. But this will be fun to see on YouTube because I'm going to have the video and everything. So that's what we're getting into. A little bit of housekeeping at the top. I first of all want to say thank you to, we got a bunch of new patrons over at Patreon. So let me say thank you to them real quick. New patrons, Andrew H., Goddammit Joseph, Danny Santana, Samuel Austin Hage, Joe Kyleman, David Cooley, Patrick Bolger, and Simon Lindstrom. Give yourselves a round of applause. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hopping on the Patreon train. We're going to hear a little bit from the Metal Up Your Podcast community via the emails. You can write into the show. It's metalupyourpodcastshow@gmail.com. And I will read it. You can clickety-clack all of your little Metallica thoughts to me via the magic of the internet. And then it will live forever in the annals of podcasting. And now it'll live forever on YouTube. At long after we've been turned into batteries and we live in some sort of Matrix-style, fire in the sky, dystopian future, you will be immortalized in the zeros and ones, as they say. So let's dip into the emails now. First emails from new patron David Cooley. Hey, Clint, I've listened to the show for years and years, and due to having a new baby on the way and overall lack of finances, I had to make the adult decision to not be able to get tickets to the upcoming Sphere shows. Based off stories from everyone else, I'm glad I was able to save myself from the stress. However, I was able to finally climb aboard the Patreon train. Thank you. My wife and I saw you at the Shinedown show in Fort Worth last year. She became a Morgan Wade fan after the concert and said it was great how you guys ended your set by playing that Metallica song, Jeepers Creepers. She's not much of a Metallica fan. We ended that tour with like a hat tip to Creeping Death. We played the main intro riff to Creeping Death, except for while we were on the road, Ozzy Osbourne, the great Ozzy Osbourne, passed away. So we did start doing Iron Man, and we would sort of split it up. But yeah, it was fun to see all the people's faces, you know, after we did our set. We would run out on all the catwalks. Morgan's already off the stage, and then to start rocking Creeping Death and see everyone's eyes get real big, you know, that was a treat. I don't even know if I have a video of that. I do have the video, I think, of Madison Square Garden where we did Iron Man, which is pretty cool. Okay, David says, love the show, appreciate all the new content you're putting out. I know everyone was asking for your album edits previously, which I was able to get off Patreon, but what I really would like the access to is all of the Hot Summer Night songs from years ago. My wife and I still regularly sing half of the songs from the episodes and laugh all the time. I really need a copy of every one of them. Please share these with the world if possible. I know it would be a huge hit. I can feel it. I can feel it. Thanks for all you do, David from north of Dallas, Texas, New Jersey. I will try to find it and send it to you. It's kind of just been on the internet forever. I remember I had a burned CD of it in 2005, but I'll try to hunt it down and, you know, maybe I'll throw it in the folders of the Patreon with all the stems and shit and all the edits that I make. But good to hear from you, and thanks for becoming a patron. I appreciate that. All right, email number 2 from patron Tim Rasmussen. Hey, Clint. The short you posted on YouTube today about the Ticketmaster employee text messages was vital. Thank you for posting that. Absolutely shocking, but not surprised this is going on with that company and probably Live Nation. Yeah, I mean, they're in bed together. Hope your video draws a lot of attention to it and the absolute farce and disgrace that is going on with concerts worldwide. Hope the boys draw attention to this as well as the Sphere debacle and do use their power and influence to make some stand and difference as some other acts have tried. Good for you posting this, Clint. I hope it gets viral. Hope you're well, mate. I know you said in a recent video how busy you've been. Take care, brother, in the Hulk voice.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, I mean, what Tim is referring to, I made a couple of shorts about it, but just the timing of it was crazy. You know, everyone had a tough time with the Sphere ticket situation. It seemed like something nefarious was afoot. Then these text messages get leaked of these two kind of Live Nation shitheads talking about how they're just getting off on ripping people off, just getting off on ripping off fans. And, you know, something that really annoyed me about that, I'm on the internet a lot more now with the Melody Podcast stuff because I'm making all this content. So I'm getting a lot of, I'm getting a lot of internet people. But one of the things that I really did not like about that, how that unfolded, was the two guys, the two shithead executives that were talking about how much they were enjoying ripping off fans. They were specifically talking about a Kid Rock concert. And the amount of people just using that opportunity to dunk on Kid Rock or Kid Rock fans was so disappointing because it's like, look, dude, you can think whatever you want about Kid Rock. You can think whatever you want about his music. You can think his music sucks. You can think he's a MAGA dipshit or whatever the fuck. But if you're siding with the shithead Live Nation guys, like, you can't understand that, at least in this area, it's not political and that we're on the same side as people who love music, as people who just want to go see our favorite bands. Who cares what it is? Our common bond is that we love music. And these guys who are wealthy, wealthier than most of us, are laughing about how they are charging us more money for no value. One of the things they even said was, oh yeah, I sold them on the super duper package and you don't even get anything. And they still have to walk a half a mile after they paid $1,000 for the parking or whatever the fuck it is. That is not the time to dunk on Kid Rock or Kid Rock fans. Good people like music that you don't like. I cannot believe that in the year 2026, people don't know that. We are connected by our bond of loving music. Don't be the asshole that thinks that whatever you do and don't like should be adopted by everyone in the fucking world. Grow up. Whether or not the boys will use their power, I don't know. I mean, you know, everyone is so scared and everyone's kind of looking the other way and everyone's just trying to do business. And it really takes a lot of bravery to do it, to try to change the system. And then, you know, bands like Pearl Jam famously tried and it didn't work and they got squashed. And it's just such a tough situation. And really the only way to affect change would be if we stop buying the tickets, which may happen, dude. I like HBO. I like the home box office network. I've liked it since I was a kid. If you play that opening, the feature presentation opening of HBO, that's like a Pavlovian, that's like heaven to me. And I think they make good shit. I'm like a lot of people in the world. I think The Sopranos is probably the best show in the world. I love 6 Feet Under. I could go on. I liked Boardwalk Empire. I love HBO. But they keep hiking that price up. And they did it again recently. And I was like, I'm done. I'm canceling it. It was like $1 more. But I was like, I'm canceling this. I'm not going to keep doing this. And then we'll all do that with these tickets. And then they're going to have to correct themselves and be more fan-facing if they want to keep making all this money. So I don't know. I don't know how much impact my video had, but hopefully it helps. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you, bud. Okay, our next email is from Colby Neal. Clint, wow, thank you so much for reading my email on the podcast. I honestly did not expect that at all. I really appreciate all your insights and ramblings on the topic. He asked about is Rock dead? And, you know, I made a video about that too, and just cue everyone being like, how Rock's not dead? The metal bar in my neighborhood's thriving. I'm like, dude, that is not what I'm talking about, brother. Another person said, well, several people have said, dude, why does it matter? Why does it even matter if Rock is dead? Well, it matters because I want other rock bands to form, and I want rock bands to have a future, because my next favorite band might not exist yet. They might be kids right now. Okay? I plan to live a long time. I love rock music. Rock music is my favorite. I think it's my favorite art form. But I'll be damned if I don't love rock music, guys. This is a Metallica podcast. I've been doing it for 8 years. And I want the future Metallicas and Pearl Jams and Alice in Chains to exist. If someone goes, well, why are you measuring success by streaming numbers and by money? It's like, well, how else am I supposed to measure the success of something? Those seem like pretty fundamental pillars of success to me. Are people listening to it, and is it making money? I mean, isn't that how the world works? Jeez Louise, man. I'm not saying it's a popularity contest. I just think that people who want to play guitar and play music in a band should be able to look at that prospect and go, I could do it. All right, our last email, Joshua Craig. He says, have you heard that the pacing of the movie Sinners is influenced by the song One? Ryan Coogler was listening to Metallica and grunge while writing the movie. He also reached out to his buddy Lars and asked who he knew from a grunge band, and Lars hooked him up with Jerry Cantrell. Both played on the soundtrack, so Lars and Jerry both have an Oscar now. Josh Craig, Bristol, Maine, New Jersey. I did know that, Joshua, but I'd forgotten it because Sinners came out in the beginning of the year. And, you know, usually you save Oscar-y movies for the end of the year because they're sort of top of mind. I thought it's so cool that Ryan Coogler put the movie out early in the year. I'm so glad that he got original screenplay. Michael B. Jordan got Best Actor. It was kind of a great Oscars for horror movies. Amy Madigan won the Best Supporting Actress for Weapons, which I rewatched that. I showed it to Nova, and I liked Weapons. I saw it in the theater. I like Zach Kreger, the guy that made it. I loved the movie before that, Barbarian. And I think Amy Madigan rips, but I did rewatch it, and I was like, I don't know if that was an Oscar-worthy performance. But Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein won a bunch. I was disappointed to see One Battle After Another win a lot of them. Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, Sean Penn, who was fantastic in it. But PTA finally got his Best Director. Hollywood gave him his flowers. But man, I am a big fan of Sinners. I was really pulling for Sinners. I love Ryan Coogler. I remember Isabel and I, we were house sitting for Christmas, a friend of mine's condo in Brooklyn. We spent the holidays by ourselves in Brooklyn before we had Nova. We were pregnant with Nova. And we watched Fruitvale Station, which was the first time I'd ever really, I can't remember Michael B. Jordan really from Friday Night Lights. We watched that a million years ago. But Fruitvale Station was the first time we really saw Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. And then, of course, he did the Black Panther stuff and the Creed movies. But I just rewatched Sinners, too, right before the Oscars. And fuck, it is so good. But I went and looked for an article. Let's see what this says. Ryan Coogler's Sinners has a surprising inspiration. Metallica. In tackling his first completely original feature film project, Black Panther director Ryan Coogler came up with a vampire movie set in the Jim Crow South. People have been saying he's ripping off From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, look, I'm a big Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez fan. I adore the movie From Dusk Till Dawn. This movie is better than From Dusk Until Dawn. Okay? From Dusk Till Dawn is campy, and actually the first half, when they're like Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney are on the run, and then they kidnap Harvey Keitel and his kids, that I want to watch that whole movie. And from what I understand, Quentin Tarantino wrote and directed kind of that first half. When you realize it's a vampire movie, that's Robert Rodriguez, and it's a little schlockier and fantastic. You got the sex machine with the gun where his penis should be and all that. But Sinners is a very serious movie that does something extraordinary with the music and the sound design and what it's saying about race, what it's saying about time and about lineage and about your history. It's so great. It is not ripping off From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay, but his mind didn't drift too far from home. The Oakland native had a surprising inspiration when making the film, Metallica. I wanted the movie to feel like a song that Coogler told the Chronicles, so I used Metallica's One. It starts off intense, then gets melodic, Coogler said, of both Sinners and Metallica hit and going somewhere just effing crazy. But by the time you're finished, it was clear you were always going to get there. So he says, are you a Metallica fan? He says, I am. I was late to them, but Lars contributed to the score. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm into that. All right, well, there are the emails. Write in metalupyourpodcastshow@gmail.com. I will read it on the show. And now let's check out these music videos. I'm excited. All right, well, let's jump in here. Of course, we got a little Until It Sleeps. I love this video so much. All right, directed by Samuel Bayer. Such a beautiful video. Very strange imagery, for sure. Filmed in Los Angeles, May 6th through 7th. Premiered on MTV May 21st. It won the MTV Music Award Best Rock Video in 96. Oh, I love the writhing golden snake person. Oh yeah, I love him rubbing the muddy shit all over himself. Oh, you got the guy with the tree on his head. I love a shirtless Kirk. The old nipple ring. Hold me until it sleeps, man. All right, another scary tree person. Scary horse guy. This video is scary as hell. It's the Garden of Earthly Delights, the Hieronymus Bosch paintings. And Lars has a fucking blue feather boa. All right, writhing naked people. Hell yeah. I mean, oh yeah, the guy eating the devil. This is a trippy set, dude. What do you think the writhing golden snake guy's up to these days? But yeah, I mean, 1996 to me, in my mind's eye, I just see this video. I taped it on a VHS tape so I could watch it anytime I wanted. Oh, and you thought they were in hell, but now they're rocking, dude. They found some drums and guitars. Did you guys ever see What Dreams May Come? It's a Richard Matheson adaptation. This reminds me of that. Robin Williams. Oh. Is that Voldemort? James going, shh. Great song. Sometimes I think that might be my favorite Metallica song, dude. I'm not even fucking kidding you about that. All right, hero of the day. Look at Jason. Like, this guy looks like Anthony Kiedis, by the way. I love this video too, man. The meta nature where all the channels are some sort of Metallica channel. Reminds me of that movie Stay Tuned. You guys remember that movie? With John Ritter. He gets sucked into the TV. There's different versions of this video. We're going to get into all the differences. And this one was directed, I believe, by Anton Corbijn, who did the Load artwork. Came out August 21st, 96. Look how weird Kirk looks in this. It's got a very, it's the end of the world as we know it vibe. This guy's apartment looks pretty gross. One of these, I believe this is the director's cut. And one of these, there's like a fairly gratuitous sex scene for MTV, which I'm sure was very delightful when I was 13 years old. James looks like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future 3. It's kind of similar to what they would go on to do with I Disappear, where they have a different, you know, they do North by Northwest, and they do Terry Gilliam's Brazil. See, this is when the nice lady comes over. And she's too nice to be hanging out with this guy. See, this is a fairly graphic sex stuff. James, get a load of this. So then she's bummed, and he's bummed because he's desensitized and he can't finish the job. Because this guy sucks. He's a loser. Which I guess is maybe the point. It's a cautionary tale. And then the weird alien comes out of his ear. And the effects are hokey. Lars looks hilarious. Well, very 90s for you. Have no idea what it's about. Makes no sense. And it ends with him puking, which is gross. I have this kind of fairly prudish thing where I hate to see puking in movies, especially the sound of it, that clump of water when you hear the puking in the movie. All right, Mama Said. Also Anton Corbijn. I don't know how to say his name. I don't think anyone does. This was filmed in London, November of 96. Released late 96. I think it's safe to say this was not a big hit. He looks like the Edge from U2 in the 96 period, the pop era of U2. Edge was wearing shiny shirts like that and a cowboy hat like that and had that mustache. I'm telling y'all, look it up.
Let my heart go. Let your
I love this song. I love this video. This video is beautiful.
mama let my heart go.
But I understand why Metallica fans were like, what the fuck is this? A pensive, sad cowboy, James. I have that necklace.
Wild blood in my veins.
Damn, it's so cool.
Keeping the strings around my neck. The mark that still remains.
I love that guitar work in the back too, that texture.
What I heard was wrong. I never asked forgiveness. But when it's said is done.
Let him know, James.
Let my heart go. Let your sun grow.
That is a shiny pink shirt. Purple shirt.
Or let this heart be still. Never I ask of you, but never I give. But you gave me your emptiness, and I'll take to my grave. Never I ask of you.
I'm guessing that's a green screen.
But you gave me your emptiness, and I take to my grave. So let
Oh, they're the boys.
heart be still. Mama, now I'm coming home. I'm not all you wish to be. Mother's love for her son, unspoken, help me be. Yeah, I took your love for granted. Know the thing you said to me. Yeah, I need your arms to welcome me. But a cold stone's all I see.
Beautiful imagery in the background.
Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Let my heart go. Mama, let my heart go. You never let my heart go. So let this heart be still. Never I ask of you, but never I give. But you gave me your emptiness, and I'll take to my
Oh, he's sleepy tight, like me. It's 2:30 in the morning over here.
be still.
And then you realize it was a movie set. And then he walks a white horse off. He's a cowboy. Interesting. I mean, I don't recall. We'll pause this for a second. I don't recall ever seeing a music video on TV. Does anyone ever remember seeing that in rotation? That's fascinating to me. Okay, King Nothing. Here we go. This video's fucking awesome too. Matt Maherin directed this one. The guy who did Unforgiven and Unforgiven 2. And this does look quite cold. Dude, Load rocks. Load rips. Period. I taped this one also. Just rewind it, watch it again. Yeah. He's throwing them crowns, dude. Reminds me of a Burger King commercial. I always thought he said, your castle crumbles and you're left with just a thing. But I think he says a name. Awesome solo. Very similar to the Bleeding Me solo, actually. Kirk was a cool motherfucker back then, dude. That labrae piercing. Nip ring or two. Leather pants. Little apple hiney. Look at all these crowns. Reminds me of The Prestige. Remember The Prestige? David Bowie playing Nikola Tesla. How cool is that? I showed that movie to Nova a couple years ago. She was not impressed. I love these guitars in this part. Never really noticed until I did the breakdown of the song. Where is it? And then look at all the... What is this signifying? All the King Nothings? The White Walkers? All right. That was fun. That was a neat thing that just happened. So this is one of the different cuts of Hero of the Day. So there's the US version, the Euro version, and then there's like what they call the cowboy version. The difference is, I looked this up. Let's look at these differences. US version, standard MTV edit, focuses on the TV watching narrative, balanced mix of channels. It's slightly shorter with tighter pacing. Let's see if we notice the differences here. This would have been the one we most commonly saw, and I bet you the gratuitous sex scene is not in this one. This dude is fucking gross, man. This dude is grossing me out. Hi, Kirk. You got that TV on a swivel, boy. Oh, I just now noticed that poster of Metallica behind him on the couch. It's so cool. I want that. Anyone out there know where I can get that? So that I can continue to disappoint my wife. Yeah, I remember this scene. This wasn't featured in the director's cut as much. With James as the boxing manager. All right, we know the pinstripe pants. You're gross, young Anthony Kiedis. Oh, the lady friend showed up. You were too good for him, lady. Oh yeah, they skipped the sexy time. Just get to the disappointed part. Oh wait, no, maybe they didn't. And he looks at his own penis so disappointed. Like, what are you even doing down there, dude? So he's all numbed out. He's no hero of the day. Do the little robot aliens come out of his ear in this one? Surely they do, because I remember seeing it. There it is. Remember that movie Bug? These little animated robots look like shit. Which maybe was the point. I don't know. Maybe they ran out of money. Lars looks like a Cheech and Chong character. And then, yeah, I get to see him puke again. Although they edited out. No, they didn't. There's the puking. You gonna puke in those pinstripe pants, boy? All right. I don't know if I would be able to pass a test on illuminating the differences between these versions, but hey, another version. More versions are fun. So this is the UK version. Standard MTV edit. Focuses on TV wait. Different editing emphasis, some shots rearranged or extended, often tailored for the European broadcast pacing. Whatever that means. They're keeping him looking ripped. What the fuck does European pacing mean? I love the water in the sink scene. They put the camera under the water. That's nice. That's a nice thing. Dude, Kirk with that little fro, dude. Hilarious. I love how we're going to watch him once again be impotent, look at his horrible penis, disappoint the lovely lady, who was willing to come stay with him in this squalor. And then we'll get to see him puke again. I bet they had a lot of fun making this video, getting to play all these characters. I wonder what this actor is up to. Who is this guy? George Clements. He's playing the character identified as Youth. 2 youths. George Clements. Let's see what his other credits are. Very little info about him. He's known for Queen, Made in Heaven, and Metallica, Hero of the Day. That is it. He has 3 credits. Wow. Let's see if he's on Instagram. Who knows? Little Gunsmoke action. Here come the aliens. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, what is this signifying here? What are these little metal robot alien things? Is he going to be able to use his penis now? He's puking in that bowl. That room is filthy. Okay, next we have the cowboy footage version, which heavily emphasizes the Western Film Channel. James Hetfield and Jason Newsted as cowboys, sometimes circulated as alternate promo cut. Feels almost like a mini Western narrative version. So yeah, we're starting with the cowboy stuff here, instead of with our boy living in absolute squalor. I'm sure they were loving all the cigar smoking. Maybe not Jason. So they filmed like a whole little movie here with all this. When you look at what little footage they used in the, the more mainstream cuts of the film. Also, there's no vocals in the cowboy footage version. You really hear the flange on the bass in this instrumental. So this is pretty cool. I don't think that the box set has an instrumental version of this song, so you could rip this song if the instrumental version is what you want, which I think you can actually do that with AI in like Apple Music now. You can solo out stems and stuff. It's a whole new world. I feel like Jason was a good-looking guy in his youth. Is that weird to say? Look at Kirk, dude. Look at that fucking mustache. Yeah, this is all the cowboy stuff. This is... Oh, they had a little showdown. James is shot. He's dying. They're going to do the Clint Eastwood thing where he's... Lars got to shoot James. Oh, now it's fading out. Weird. I guess if they went through all the trouble to shoot that and they're like, well, and it looks like that's it on the music videos. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm excited about the Reload stuff because we're going to have Fuel, Memory Remains, Unforgiven 2. Is that it from Reload? I guess so. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Short episode today. It is now 2:45 a.m. I am going to go to bed. I appreciate everyone who is watching on YouTube, who's listening at home, the new patrons who got on board this week. Go check it out. If you're able to support the show, it's $5 a month. It'd be like buying me a beer. It really helps. And we're going to be getting back into the low deep dives with the tunes. I think I want to do Cure next. But we'll see what happens. I do appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Peace.